Hi, JD here from the Institute of Wow, and I have a very special guest with me. We're talking about inventors today, and Yves Chapon, how are you?
Hello, very good to see you. How are you?
Very good to see you too.
Good to be here.
Thank you. And Frenchman, of course, as you can
Yes,
tell by,
yes. How are you?
by the accent. And so therefore, he's here to ask me how I would help him market the various inventions that he's coming up with. Now, I believe you are the Chief Executive of the Invention Society or
Yeah,
something?
creation the French National Invention Academy, it is known as.
Gotcha.
So we come up with ideas, advertising ideas, a whole range of things.
And the reason we thought this might be interesting to you on LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever you're watching this on whatever platform is because we're dealing with people here who invent things. And I always normally run away from inventors. They scare the daylights out of me because they're normally weird.
They are a little bit, yes, a little bit, especially after a few red wine, we get very...
I believe you're not
creative.
weird, but...
No. Yeah, I'm known as the French paradox, you know.
French paradox, okay. Whatever that means.
Yes.
Now listen, you've got some ideas here that you're going to throw my way and I'm going to give you my advice on how you would market them.
Yes. Well, this is an idea I've come up with Alitalia that introducing live Mexican walking fish into the armrest. It might sound a little bit funny.
Air
So-
Italia Airlines.
Yeah,
Airlines.
to relieve anxious passengers. So what we get the passengers to do, it might sound very funny, and it is a little bit funny. We get the passenger to actually stroke the slug, stroke it, and then after a while it would relieve
Tension.
anxious passengers.
Tension.
We chose the Mexican walking fish because it was the only animal the Chinese passengers would not eat.
So Yves, that's an interesting invention. Now, has that got up, so to speak, so far?
Not as such.
So you presented that to Air Italia.
Yeah, and they thought it would only be attractive to a certain segment of their population.
So therefore, look.
Those with an anxiety disorder and things like that, yes.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's a larger percentage of the population
Yeah.
these days, particularly if they hang around you.
Yeah.
I will give some thought to that. That's going to be an interesting challenge to create wow factor marketing on that one. But you've got one or two other ideas, haven't you?
What about a go-go pillow where you actually put a tablet on a pillow and you can take the tablet anywhere with you? That was an idea that was fairly short-term. Yes, worked very well.
Give me the third one. The first two,
Okay.
not so crash.
What
up.
about the instant arm lift? Taping sagging arms to unarmed. It might keeps all the sinew in there and the fat together. But that didn't work too well.
I don't know how to market that one.
No.
This next one you were showing me off camera is a winner. This is a winner, this next one.
Is that what about the zoomies, hands-free binoculars?
Hand-free
Because
binoculars.
you look like something out of a foreign movie. Not very nice, that one. We have the push support is something that we used to put in between people's breasts if they were sleeping, and that worked.
It worked a little bit.
It worked.
You must have a winner because so far we're up to, I think, 6 or 7 inventions. Not one of them I could work out a marketing plan for, to be honest with you. Is there something that might look like it could make market?
We have the backup gun rack under your bed. Extremely dangerous and quite useless at the end of the day. We also have the potty patch, which is an AstroTurf that stops you taking your dog outside. So if you want to let go a big one, it's inside. And you take it out every few days, but it actually didn't last too long either.
So this is a turf patch
Yes,
of real grass or artificial grass?
whatever you want. We tried both. The artificial one worked the best.
I think it would because it'd be a bit silly watering the real
Yeah,
one.
yes,
So
yes.
it's inside your house so the dog can actually do its business on that grass and you can take the grass outside.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just take the dog outside?
Well, that was the question that came up.
I would have a serious conversation with your committee in
Yes.
is it the French Invention Society?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it?
yes.
I would, do you let anyone in or they've got to be just insane?
Brains are optional. They're not a prerequisite.
Right. Look, I'd like to say, Yves, is it Yves? Yeah. I'd like to say to Yves that these are just like stunning inventions. I'd like to say that, but I can't. Eve, has anybody ever told you you're a loser? Seriously, have they? Obviously they have.
Yes, frequently.
Yeah.
They have told me I'm a loser frequently,
Yeah.
and I accept that I am a loser, but you can only win by losing. Yes.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
I think what you're saying is what Homer Simpson says. I think he says, you know, if you fail, other people say try again.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you fail, just give up.
Yes. Yes.
Are you at that stage where you've been through a number of these inventions? None of them have obviously worked.
There's a difference between something being gimmicky, marketable, and actually useful. And I've failed on all three. Yes. So, you know, so much to offer, but so little to give.
Listen, on that note, we've had a lot of fun here, but I guess you're sitting there. I mean, basically, this is 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes of your life you're not getting back, so therefore, hey, who's stupid? But if you are after real marketing advice, if you've got a real product, not this sort of stuff, then you know where to go. Click above or below or beside me here. You'll find there's a link, and that'll take you through to a page where we'll give you lots of free information in terms of direct response marketing. And Eve, if I could just ask, maybe because there's people on social media platforms watching this, have you got any words of inspiration to other potential inventors, people who they've got an idea inside them, but they just want to get that idea out? What would your advice be to them?
Just have a go, think big, and give it your best shot.
That's pretty shallow advice given the crap that you've just showed us.
Well, you know, I don't get paid for this at the moment.
Can I ask you, has there been any ideas in the French Invention Society that have actually gone to market?
Not as such, yes. Not much. At all.
How long has the
We've been going about 22 years. But we're still out there.
Yeah.
We're still having a go.
So I guess really your motto would be just never, ever, 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 ever give up.
As I said, if you handle a stiff problem for long enough, you're bound to find a solution.
This happens to be one of Australia's best corporate impersonators. Take your hat off for a minute. Take your hair off for a minute. And his name is Homer. Homer, can you tell everyone what you do?
Yeah, I'm known as a corporate imposter. I create characters for major events under the guise of an overseas industry expert. So next time you're after a wonderful keynote at an event, just go to www.corporateimposters.com.au.
Corporateimposters.com.au. Homer, thanks. We've had a bit of fun. And of course, if you're interested in any of this sort of marketing stuff for your business, where you want to stand out from the crowd and implement some wow factor marketing, probably devoid of this silliness, but anyway, we're doing this to just get the message across, then there's a link above or below us here where you can go. Homer, thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.